eUniverse Live is brought to you by the NetFirst MasterCard. Get a MasterCard with no credit check and instant online approval. Find out more at credit.eUniverselive.com. Yeah, guten Tag. Hey, it's eUniverse Live for April 6th, 2001, and it's your good friend, it's your pal, it's your compadre, it's TC, everybody. How you doing today? What's going on the big show? Well, each and every Friday, right here on the juggernaut of love, as eUniverse is affectionately known as, we talk movies, and today it's no different. Our resident movie expert, Ollie, stopping by. We're going to be talking about the brand new Johnny Depp movie, Blow, in theaters today. Kind of a story of the guy who originally brought the cocaine trade to the United States. And then also Morgan Freeman's back with a brand new movie called Along Came a Spider, a prequel to Kiss the Girls. And finally, we'll talk a little bit about a movie called Just Visiting. We'll get Ollie's review of that and a whole lot more. Plus, a DVD's coming out next week, so not too shabby, right? Hey, while we're talking to Ollie, you might want to swing by showbizblast.com. Each and every day, Monday through Friday, Ollie writes her little entertainment-based gossip news, and you can head on over there, vote in polls, take some quizzes, and read the news of the day. Very cool stuff. Plus, you can sign up to have it delivered to your email box each and every day, Monday through Friday. Pretty nice, huh? That's at showbizblast.com. Make sure you swing by. Hey, after we talk to Ollie, we're probably going to keep it short today because we actually have a lengthy chat with Ollie today. But we'll probably run over an interesting story regarding the Sopranos. You know, political correctness has just gone. I mean, the people who run the political correctness business have gone completely off the deep end with this one. We'll tell you about that story. And if we got time, our weird story of the day. However, before we get things started, let's do it. Our headlines making stories. Indeed. Our daily romp through the headlines in the news and the stories that result because of them. You ready? You ready? Okay, here we go. First story, the new Pepsi Cola ad featuring Britney Spears has been quite successful. In fact, the ad has caused many to choose Pepsi over Coke, except, of course, for Robert Downey Jr., who prefers Coke over everything. Thank you very much. Yeah. Oh, come on. It was pretty good. Have I ever told you my Spin City joke? You know, Michael J. Fox used to represent Pepsi. And, of course, he left Spin City last year, and now Charlie Sheen is actually on the show. And apparently, you know, when Michael J. Fox was on the show, there was a lot of Pepsi on the set. And now, of course, there's a lot of Coke on the set. Pa-dum. Thank you very much. I'll be here. Pa-dum. Come on, it's a joke. All right. Bill Clinton told reporters in Copenhagen last week he definitely will not run for mayor of New York. The denial was firm, unequivocal, and very convincing. That's what 8 years of rehearsal will do for you, right? And finally today, U.S. Education Department study shows that only a third of fourth graders read well, though the news isn't all bad, as 2/3 of fourth graders read good. So there you go. That was weak, I know. I knew when I wrote that one that was weak, but what do you want, all right? Hey, okay, there you go. That's what's going on eUniverse Live today. Now let's talk to Ollie about this week's brand new movie. With the economy slowing down, maybe you need a little extra do-re-mi in your pocket, eh? How about a new MasterCard? Visit credit.eUniverselive.com. Got bad credit? Need some help rebuilding it? Don't worry. There's no credit check. Plus, you can get instant, that's right, I said instant, online approval at credit.eUniverselive.com. Your new MasterCard is just waiting for you. Get it at credit.eUniverselive.com.
Hi, this is Marilee McComas from Family Law, and you're listening to eUniverse Live. Welcome.
Whoa, Black Betty, bam-a-lam. Whoa, Black Betty, bam-a-lam. Black Betty had a child. Bam-a-lam, the damn thing gone wild. Bam-a-lam, said a word down the mouth. Bam-a-lam, the damn thing gone blind. Bam-a-lam, whoa, Black Betty, bam-a-lam.
And the big show continues. It's Movie Friday, and who's here now? Who are you?
Ollie.
Ah, yes, Ollie. Nice to meet you.
Oh, thank you.
Now, you've been on the show a couple times before, but I'm not sure I remember you.
You don't remember me?
No.
Terrible.
I've got memento amnesia. I've had to write
Did you
stuff
go
down.
see it?
No, I haven't. It's still not out. I don't think
Oh,
in
yeah,
wide
that's right.
release. So.
I forgot.
I still haven't seen Heartbreakers, and I want to see that. I was thinking about.
See Memento first, but Heartbreakers is good.
Is it?
Plus, you'll get to see Jennifer Love Hewitt half naked.
Well, yeah, why do you got to see it? Anyways, lots of new movies coming out. Of course, every Friday on the big show, we talk about the new movies coming out into theaters, and also we talk about the new DVD releases and any other kind of movie
Stuff
news
that
that's
comes
out
up.
there. Yeah. Like the Blockbuster Awards are coming up. What is it, next Thursday or Friday or something like that?
I think Wednesday.
Wednesday, that's right. Yeah, on Fox. Leanne Rimes is going to be performing. Stevie Nicks with Sheryl Crow. I love Stevie Nicks. You like Stevie Nicks?
I do too.
She's great. Also Ricky Martin. I know I've heard Creed's going to be there, who I love. So
Wow.
sounds like a pretty good show to be. Anyways, all right. Well, let's talk about some of the new movies that are coming out. Let's start basically at the bottom and work our way up.
As in the worst?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I've definitely got one for you.
Okay.
I went and saw Just Visiting.
Just visiting.
And I didn't want to go see it. I couldn't get anyone to go with me. But I went, and it was terrible.
Really?
It's got two people I've never even heard of. Jean Reno and Christian Clavis. I guess they were in the original one that was a French movie that won all these awards and everything.
Uh-huh.
And then it has Christina Applegate, Bridget Wilson Sampras, Tara Reid. And it's basically, it's kind of hard to explain. It's a French count. He's about to marry Christina. And someone else wants her hand as well. So they poison. He poisons the husband, and the husband is supposed to run off or something, but he ends up killing the wife.
Uh-huh.
So then the actual husband is going to get beheaded, and him and his servant somehow get teleported to present-day Chicago. They take this potion from this wizard.
You know, I was just about to say that because I see this is a John Hughes movie, and I was going to ask if it's set in Illinois.
Yeah.
You know, every John Hughes movie, Home Alone, Breakfast Club.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Always set in some fictitious town in Illinois.
Oh, well. Yep, they go back to Chicago, and from there, it's supposed to be funny with, all the things they don't understand, because obviously they're coming from, the medieval times or whatever.
It's like a fish out of water story.
Yeah, and it's just so stupid.
Now, Tara Reid, isn't she Carson Daly's main squeeze?
Yes, but they've called off the wedding for a little bit, supposedly so she can get more work in before the actors strike.
What does that make sense?
Yeah, so she can't prepare for her wedding. But then, in the same article, she goes on to say how she had everything all picked out and invitations were already set. It's like, sounds a little strange to me.
Okay.
Sounds like someone might be getting dumped.
So, thumbs up or the finger on that
Oh,
one?
my God. 2 fingers. It's so bad. I mean, it possibly could have been cute, but it's so stupid. It's only 88 minutes, so it wasn't that long at least, but
Right.
It's terrible.
Pokemon 3 in movie theaters this weekend.
I haven't seen any of them.
You're not a fan of the Pokemon series?
The cartoon is weird. They don't ever speak a lick of English.
Mm-hmm.
They just babble in this language I don't understand. I mean, obviously I don't think the movie does the same, but it was just the craziest thing.
It's like a kid's language, apparently.
Yeah, but I don't think kids can understand that.
Oh, I'm sure kids will want to go see this movie because the first two have obviously made quite a bit of money, and this one will make a little bit of money for sure. Right?
Sure.
All right, let's get away from that movie. Along came a spider and sat down beside her, eating her curds and her wades. Is it wades?
Whey. I think it's whey.
What's a whey?
Type of porridge, I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, though.
James Patterson novel comes to the big screen. This is basically a prequel starring Morgan Freeman to Kiss the Girls.
Right.
And Make Them Die.
And Monica Potter's in it.
Monica Potter, right. So what's the buzz on this thing?
I didn't really like the first one with Kiss the Girls with Ashley Judd. I mean, it was all right, but the book was a ton times better. And I guess this one even strays farther from the book.
Really?
Yeah. But the author, James Patterson, said, whatever, as long as, the movie is...
As long as you cut me a check at the end of the
well,
day.
yeah, basically. But he basically said he had no say, He said the caterers had more say than him.
Oh, really?
But he said he was fine with it as long as the movie was exciting. But I don't know. It doesn't sound that great.
You know who's
Senator's daughter gets kidnapped. Bad guy ends up being her teacher. You know.
You know who's in this movie also?
Who?
Penelope Ann Miller. Yeah.
Oh, the one you always mix up with.
Yeah, Penelope Cruz. Yeah.
Who's in Blow.
Exactly. Well, yeah, that's right. We're getting to that, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I never read the book, but I don't know, I was doing a commute or something, and I actually rented the audio tape, and I read it. And Chris Noth, it was like two different readers. I don't remember the other one, but Chris Noth was like the evil kind of reader when the scenes were like when it was like bad. But that was for Kiss the Girls. And
that was for Kiss the Girls.
Yeah, it was like really bad, I thought.
Yeah, I haven't read Along Came a Spider, but
I like the way James Patterson names his books, though. You know, Kiss the Girls, Along Came a Spider. I just think that's interesting.
Little parts of nursery rhymes, right?
Exactly. It's not Kiss the Girls and Make Them Die, though, is it? It's Kiss the Girls and Make Them Sigh. I don't know.
There's something in there.
And finally, coming out today, Blow with Johnny Depp, Penelope Ann Cruz.
Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta, directed by Ted Demme.
And don't forget the other person in it.
Jordi Mola.
No.
Rachel Griffin.
Paul Rubens.
Oh, Paul Rubens.
Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, that's right. He's in it. He's back. His big comeback role, right?
Yeah, with a new hairdo, and can't really even tell it's him.
I guess just based on that, in probably a couple of years, George Michael going to be in film.
He doesn't want to bring that up again.
Oh, Pee Wee doesn't? Pee Wee.
I thought this movie looked great, but I've been hearing so-so reviews.
Really? Yeah, unfortunately, I've seen the trailers, and they pretty much give away the whole movie once again. But
yeah, I mean, I definitely want to see it. It's about George Jung. I guess he starts out like as a pot dealer and then moves into like the first American guy to import coke to the U.S.
Mm-hmm. And
his wife's Penelope, and Ray Liotta's his dad. And I guess it's based on a true story.
I love the soundtrack. MC stereos or whatever, stereo MCs connected. If you make sure you're connected.
Oh, yeah.
And then also Black Betty. Oh, Black Betty, bam da bam da bam, Black Betty and a bang da bang da bang da bang.
They say he really copied Goodfellas.
Oh, really? In this movie?
Yeah, and all the things I've read.
Really?
And then it's funny because Ray Liotta's in it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I always forget. Ray Liotta's one of those actors that seems to be in a lot of movies, and I don't know. The only movie I ever saw him in that I liked him, and though I've only seen Goodfellas once, was Something Wild, that Jeff Daniels movie with Melanie Griffith. Did you ever see that? Very good movie. It was actually Jonathan Demme that made that movie.
Are they brothers?
Yeah, they actually are.
Oh.
So.
Well.
That was a very good movie. So that would be my home video pick of the week. Something Wild.
I haven't seen it. How old is it?
It was probably made in like 88, 87. It's pretty old, but it's a very good movie. I think anybody out there would enjoy it. Plus, Melanie Griffith gets naked.
I like her.
Yeah, she's pretty good. But Jeff Daniels is actually really good in this movie, and Ray Liotta kind of plays a sick, twisted guy. Something that I think he was born to probably play instead of.
Well, yeah, because in Heartbreakers, or what's the one what we were just talking about? Heartbreakers, yeah.
Right.
He's in that. He's kind of a bad guy.
Is he?
A funny bad guy, though.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, but he plays really a sick, twisted guy, kind of, and plays an ex-con in Something Wild, and it's a very good movie. So.
And he's the one in Hannibal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he kind of but that role it just didn't work for me. But I don't know, whatever. So basically, it looks like the movie of the week this week in theaters is what? What would you recommend
I'd say
to people?
Blow.
Blow?
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go. All right, let's get to some of the upcoming DVD releases on Tuesday.
Okay.
Boxing Helena. You ever heard of that?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's kind of a classic. It's coming out on DVD finally.
Who's in it?
Julian Sands and Cheryl Lynn Finn.
Huh.
So.
Don't know them.
Also coming out is Tank Girl. Remember that?
Paint Girl?
Tank Girl.
Oh, yes, I do.
Did you ever see that?
No, I did not.
Oh, I thought maybe you had seen that. I remember seeing a preview for that before it actually came out, and I'm like, oh, this looks like the worst movie ever.
Yeah.
So, also, kind of a classic, especially if you're from that 70s generation, and it was probably really big in the 80s. That's why. Terms of Endearment.
Yes, that's a great movie.
Deborah Winger, Shirley MacLaine, and of course, Jack.
Yep.
Do your
I
best.
tried in that.
Do your best Jack imitation for me.
I can't do that.
Come
I
on.
can't imitate anybody.
Can you do any imitations?
No, not at all.
I bet you can
can't
do
even
some.
do like an accent.
Come on, it'd be funny. You get on here and you like review a movie in like an accent, you know?
Yeah, but it wouldn't really work if I can't do it.
Catherine Zeta-Jones. So,
They'd be like, what is she trying to do?
But that's the funny part about it, you know? You get Clinton on the show. HeyTC, what's going on, my brother?
See, I cannot do that.
I saw a bounce and Gwyneth Paltrow's looking mighty good. So, speaking of bounce,
Pretty good.
boy, she had some bounce. Bounce is actually out on DVD next week. Ben Affleck and Gwyneth Paltrow. This movie kind of tanked at the box office, I think, didn't it?
No, I thought it was going to be so good, and then I went and saw it, and I was like, okay, it wasn't that good.
It wasn't that good. Yeah.
Maybe I would have rented it. I wish I would have rented it instead of seeing it.
He basically switches seats with her husband, and the plane ends up going down.
Right.
And then a couple of years pass or whatever, and he goes to see her. And
make sure she's okay, and they fall in love, and then she finds out, you know. It's all right. I'm just a fearful flyer, so I didn't really like that part.
An acting legend comes to DVD this week. Dolph Lundgren, Agent Red. You remember Dolph Lundgren? He was in one of the Rocky movies?
Yeah, I actually saw him at a club in Hollywood one time.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Did you go
Big
up
guy.
and say hi and say...
No, I didn't. I was like, who's that? And they're like, the guy from Rocky. I'm like, oh, yeah. I love all those Rocky movies.
So anyways, yeah, Dolph Lundgren back on DVD, or for the first time maybe, with Agent Red. Of course, he was in a James Belushi movie, too, if I remember correctly.
He hasn't really done anything.
No,
lately.
not since he kind of hit it big with that Rocky movie. Then he did a couple of movies, and his career's kind of dried up, unfortunately. Or fortunately, whichever way you look at it.
Oh.
Finally, one other movie to talk about, a movie I never saw, but I don't know. It looks like it could be pretty good. On DVD this week, Robert De Niro, Cuba Gooding Jr., as I like to call him, Men of Honor.
Oh, yeah. No, I talked about this on the show. Very good. Very, very good.
What'd you like about it?
It was just very, I don't know, like happy and makes you want to go out and conquer your goals.
Okay. All right. Good. Next week, there's a lot of chick flicks coming out. Should be a pretty good week. For the Boys. Remember that Bette Midler movie?
Yeah, I like that.
Norma Ray. The Truth About Cats and Dogs.
Is that the one with Uma Thurman?
Yep.
Yeah.
9 Months with Hugh Grant coming out.
Oh, yeah, that was cute.
Working Girl. I love that movie,
With
actually.
Melanie Griffith.
Yeah, and Harrison Ford, Sigourney Weaver. I thought that was good. Also, Billy Elliot.
Ooh.
But the movie that we're really going to have to talk about next week on DVD, coming out April 17th, Ladies' Man.
Oh, God.
With Tim Meadows. That or Stewart Saves His Family, one of the worst movies in the history of mankind, next up, It's Pat. What was worse?
Man, though, that looks terrible.
Yeah. What do you think was worse, It's Pat or Stewart Saves His Family?
Is that the first one with Stuart Little?
No, Stewart Saves His Family. That's that Al Franken guy from Saturday Night Live. Yeah.
I saw that. There was funny parts of that.
There is. Oh, my goodness. I was watching it. He, comes home to Minnesota. I'm like, I'm from Minnesota. That's horrible.
No, I actually saw that. That movie was pretty funny.
Okay. If you say so.
I see that over Ladies' Man.
No, come on, ladies. You got to love Tim Meadows, the big afro.
No, I don't.
I see the afros are coming back in the NBA. I always love the afro. Remember Isaac from The Love Boat, Ted Lange?
No.
Come on, The Love Boat. You've seen The Love Boat.
I know. I've only watched it maybe once.
Well, remember the black bartender guy?
Right.
Yeah, I loved his afro.
Could you get an afro?
What?
Could you grow an afro?
Oh, no. My hair's too blonde,
Oh,
unfortunately.
this could be a blonde afro.
But if I was black, trust me, I mean,
You'd have
during this early 90s time when everybody had the really flat hair, I'd have the big afro going. And be like, what in the world? It's Freakazoid Boy. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. I'd be just ahead of my time, or behind the times, whatever you want to say.
Well, I wish I could have seen you with an afro.
Well, no, I never had one, but,
I know, I wish I could.
Oh, well, there you go. That'd be funny. You remember Fletch?
Yeah.
The movie Fletch, And here comes Fletch, 6'8", with the afro, 7'1". He's got the afro going. It's funny. So there you go. All right, well, there you go. Blow, the movie to see this week, and on home video, probably, without a doubt, next week, Men of Honor, right?
Yeah, definitely.
There you go. All right. Next week, as far as new movies, we can talk about Yossi and the Pussycats.
Yep, I'm going to go see that.
Joe Dirt with David Spade.
I'm not going to see that, even though I like him, but I don't know, it looks pretty bad.
Yeah, that opening scene in the trailer is funny, and then it kind of goes down the toilet.
Yeah, I exactly agree.
And then Bridget Jones's Diary. Everybody's raving about it.
Yep, I'm excited.
Hugh Grant's in that. I don't think I've ever seen a Hugh Grant movie I've liked, though, unfortunately.
Really?
No.
You like Four Weddings and a Funeral?
No, I didn't like that.
No?
I preferred the itchy and scratchy version from The Simpsons, 4 Funerals and a Wedding.
Hugh Grant cut his floppy hair off.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, it's kind of like a spike to do now.
Got the afro going or something?
No, just, like how all those little actors have their spiked hairdo.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of similar to that. It looks good.
Cool. All right, well, I appreciate the time as always.
Okay.
Have yourself a wonderful weekend.
Thank you.
And a big thanks goes out to Ollie. Make sure you swing by showbizblast.com and check out the Showbiz Blast daily newsletter. Swing by today and also get signed up for the email newsletter delivered each and every day, Monday through Friday, right to your mailbox. Pretty good, huh? Yeah. Hey, got a link of the day. It's HBO.com Sopranos. I'll post a link at eUniverse Live so you can check it out. And the reason why the Sopranos are the link of the day is because yesterday a news story came out that just boggles the mind. There's always been a group of Americans, and there's nothing wrong with political correctness to a point, but obviously it's gone over the top now, and it's just completely insane. And hopefully it'll self-correct here in the next couple of years. But there's a small amount of people that believe in politically correctness, at least the absurd version of politically correctness. But apparently it's also spreading to regular people like you and me. And next up on the docket for political correctness is the American Italian Defense Association. Apparently, this is unbelievable, they're suing, this group out of Chicago is suing Time Warner over The Sopranos. They're not looking for any money or anything else. They just want a statement at the end of the show, apparently, saying that the people of Illinois do not agree with the portrayal of Italian Americans in this show. One of the lawyers, Enrico Mirabelli, says, "This is like No Family I Know." And then he's referring to the poster of The Sopranos that has the gun as the R instead of, an R. It's Sopranos with a gun, a pistol in his place. I'm thinking, well, how many families do you know with that actually have posters? That's my question. And then his other quote is, I don't know Italian mothers ever who try to have their son killed. That's not realistic. What this guy apparently doesn't realize is that it's TV, Apparently, if an Italian American would have been ended up being eaten by a dinosaur in Jurassic Park or something, this guy would have gone after Steven Spielberg. Oh, I don't know any Italian American that's ever been eaten by a dinosaur. That's unrealistic. Oh, it's just so funny. And finally, the group said a boycott of the show and its advertisers was a possibility down the road. Yeah, I'm sure HBO is shaking, just don't want to mess with their advertisers. Oh, that's right, it's a pay channel. They don't have any advertising. So this group clearly has its head firmly planted in its backside. So, as I would say, their heads are so far up their asses, they see out of their mouths. It's a funny quote, right? So, I don't know. I love the Sopranos, and even if it was about a bunch of Norwegians running around, because half of my culture is Norwegian, going burr 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 burr, and Sven and Ole getting into adventures. I won't have a problem with it. It's just a show. It's not going to paint all Norwegians as kind of backward hillbillies, so to speak. Whatever. All right. There you go. Big show in the book for April 6th, 2001. Been fun. Have yourself a wonderful weekend.
Sign up at showbizblast.com to get eUniverse Live delivered to your mailbox each and every weekday. If you have comments, questions, or suggestions, email us at feedback@eUniverselive.com. Any reproduction or rebroadcast of this program without the prior written consent of eUniverse is strictly prohibited. eUniverse Live is a production of the eUniverse Network.
You haven't lost your touch.